Welcome to the bush, guys. Now a hailstorm came through and there's a lot of heavy winds on the weekend. Now I wasn't here. However, Arrow was sending me videos and yeah, there was quite a bit of hail that came through, which, you know, it can pierce through my tent's roofs. Specifically the tarps, the main tent's roof, that ain't getting pierced. That's a caravan annex, that ain't going anywhere. But the other ones could have potentially been pierced by the hail. So today, I'm checking up on my bush encampment and we're going to see if there's any bad damage. Hopefully no holes through roofs and no trees on tents, as the wind was quite bad and very cold, mind you. About 6 days from winter, I think we are. First impressions. I'm not seeing any noticeable damage, which is good. Let's see. Well, we've got a bit of water build up here, that's really no biggie. I'm gonna do the best fix I know. Yeah. As I splashed the water down, I noticed the beautiful sunset that was befalling the bush. Truly a surreal sight. Somehow the lean-to survived. I don't even know how. Got a beautiful sunset at the moment. Temperatures are dropping quite a lot. It's getting real cold out here. One thing I gotta do, I'm gonna do it later this episode, is that gotta put a new pole in, or the old pole technically, just fix that up, make it a little bit more stable, because yeah, it ain't looking too good in there right now. I'll check over this way. Kangaroo or dog paw prints potentially here. Looking fine here. Paranormal tent looking fine as well. And then I took some more time to admire that lovely sunset. Coming over here to the storage tent. This is one I was worried about, but I'm not seeing any holes through the roof at all. It seems quite nice under here. I'm not seeing any problems. And so the storage, yeah, nice and dry. That's what I like to see. Seems that this new build here has held up quite well, and that is a fat mosquito I'm seeing right now. Look at the size of that thing. You alive, buddy? Oh, it is. Oh, goodbye. Now, of course, we still got the dining tent to check on. Oh, something stinks over here, like something's died. Oh, God, that reeks. Ugh. Oh, I'm gonna throw up smelling that. I don't like that. Don't know what that smell is, but I don't like it. No. That was horrible. I really don't know what that smell was, but I didn't enjoy that one bit. Right, coming over to the dining tent, it looks fine. Thankfully, I was also quite worried about this one, because that branch could have snapped, and if that branch snaps, it's going to come right through, just ruin it. And unfortunately, I didn't notice it until after the tarp was put up, so not much that can be done about it now. One thing I noticed is there's some vine growth coming up under here. I'd love for that to grow over the top. That would look sick. From this angle of the roof, all looks well, which is what I like to see. So it seems, despite heavy wind and hail and heavy rain and thunderstorm, all that kind of stuff, my encampment down here is held up strong, which I like. So thankfully, no repairs need to be done. I was worried there'd be a few holes in tarps and I'd probably just get some tape out if it wasn't too serious and kind of just use that. If you don't know, if any of these tarps break from this point on, to the point where I can't just fix it with the existing tarp, say this one rips in half, I'm not going to go replacing that. That's just going to be left as is. For the rest of this series, I'm going to let nature kind of take back this section of the bush and see what happens. I think that'll be really interesting. I've done what I wanted to do down here. It's time for nature to do the rest. And of course, I'll be documenting the whole process. So stay tuned for more bush life. Although one thing that's benefited from all the rain is definitely the garden area. The corn, doing well. Moss, thriving. Rocks are looking great. Pumpkins, of course, thriving. King Toast's plant, always thriving. Everything seems to be thriving around here, including our kale. So, for the first major storm since finishing this whole project, I'd like to say everything has held up rather well. We've got no damage. Oh, there's that horrible smell again, though. Oh, we got no damage, and everything is still thriving, so I've got to say, that's pretty good. We're getting good results out here in the bush for the time being, but as time goes on, It'll be interesting to see what happens as the tents become overgrown with vines, all that kind of stuff. Eventually the sun's going to wear them down. They're going to start ripping and tearing. Nature will slowly start to take back this area here. And you guys and me, we're going along on the ride to see exactly how that takes play. But for the time being, we need to get to putting the new pole in here. It was time to go add this pole back into the garden tent, so I grabbed the pole, carried it on over, and then plopped it down. Then began to try stick it in, but things went a little bit wrong. And when I looked back up, this thing was tearing a hole through the tent. Disaster has officially struck. We've just torn this. Oh no. One real big gaping hole. That's no good. Oh no. I'm stuck in it. Oh. Hey guys. I just became one with the tent. This is not good. Oh. Deary me. I think it's safe to say that this pole isn't going to be going back in here. Oh, I've just torn it more. Oh no. Well, that isn't quite what I meant to do. And I'm going to be dead honest, I'm not surprised that this is the first tent to rip and fall apart, to be honest. It was never quite stable, if I'm being honest. I never really thought it was the most stable structure of them all, but hey, I guess they're going to get watered now. Well, there's not much I can do about that now. That unfortunately is broken beyond repair. That is a tear that will not be getting fixed. You can see up here, not doing any better, but still holding on for the time being, however longer that may be. Well, I guess that's just what happens sometimes. Things break, especially old stuff like that. If I'm being dead honest, I'm surprised it took till now. But you know what, I'll leave it as it is. There's still enough covering the pots, so I won't touch it anymore. I'm just going to leave it at that. So we'll see how much longer that lasts. Also, apologies if you've heard like a little weird crackling noise between shots. I don't know why, ever since I got my phone repaired, it's been doing that. I'm not too sure why, because it never used to be an issue before, but I'm hoping to fix it, because it kind of bugs me. Anyways, on to checking out the tent that I've kind of just had sitting here since 117. I forgot about it. Realised I should probably go and check up on it, so let's do that before we finish up today. Okay, yeah, I admit I just kind of sat here till it got dark. This place, love it at night. Love it. Let's go check on the tent at night. Up the tent across the creek. Got the lovely lights flashing over there. There's been something I do want to quickly check out, because there was a lot of movement over this area of the camp. I think there might be an animal on the loose. I'm not really seeing anything now, however. No. No animals I can see, so guess we'd best be on our way out of the bush for tonight. There has been an awful lot of helicopters flying around, so I think something's going down somewhere around here. Look how bright the moon is tonight. It's really lighting up the bush tonight. Don't have to use my torch to get around, but unfortunately it just doesn't show up that well on camera. Down by the creek, nearly just fell in. Alright, yeah, the water's a bit up because of all that rain. Through the gate. Alright, let's just hurry this up. It's getting real cold out here and I don't want to be out too much longer at risk getting sick. So let's just speed things up a bit. It should be, there we go. Right through here. Looks like it's still standing quite tall. Me and beautiful partner, we want to camp here sometime soon. I've just got to find the time. Being in grade 12 last year of school, it's hard to find the time to do these things, but we're trying. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode, guys, and I'll see yous in the next one.